Okay, welcome to our Redox workshop today. I'm so delighted to see you here. I'm going to ask first, how many of you have heard of redox signaling molecules? Sweet. And how many of you have heard of antioxidants? This is a great group. What we're going to show you today is an easy way of how we're bringing this to market in a very duplicatable method with a breakthrough technology. So, Ruth, can you share our visuals?
Yes, I can. So, share screen.
And make sure you click the little buttons at the bottom for the video, sound.
Okay, can you see it?
So, I can see it. I just want you to click the real Redox results. There you go. So this screen here, so you've got a black thing across your screen today. I wonder why that is. Oh, it's gone. So at this realredoxresults.biz, you might want to note that down. And the password is Redox, R-E-D-O-X, all lowercase. Go ahead and hit enter. And the ASEA opportunity is what we would like to get to share with you today. But you can come back here later and you can get to click and watch different testimonials of other people that are also really appreciating this breakthrough. Go ahead and start the video, Ruth.
ASEA opportunity?
Yep.
Hello and welcome to the ASEA opportunity. My name is Alan Noble and I've been a home-based entrepreneur for almost 30 years. In this short video, I'm going to introduce you to an opportunity to create a significant residual income by taking advantage of what some experts are calling the single greatest health science breakthrough of our lifetime, brought to you by a company called ASEA. The breakthrough is called ASEA Redox, a health and anti-aging technology that represents a new category in health science that is 10 to 15 years ahead of its time, a technology that for 2 decades science had declared was impossible. A high-impact technology that gets astonishing, life-changing results. Protected with patents and trade secrets, we have no competition, no copycats, no other company in the world has anything like it. No one. And ASEA Redox is validated by third-party independent science, and yet it is still the best kept secret in health, as most people don't even know this technology exists. Does that sound like opportunity to you? Now, if you're already familiar with the ASEA Redox technology, then consider the next couple of minutes a quick recap. However, if this is your first introduction to ASEA, then allow me to explain. To grasp the ASEA Redox breakthrough, you must first understand that your body is the most complex communication network on Earth. Every second of every day, your cells are passing tremendous amounts of information to keep your body running at optimal health. Any breakdown in this vital communication, in this signaling, and you cannot achieve your full health potential. Imagine your home's on fire. You call the fire department. They've got the big red truck, the firefighters, the fire hose, everything they need to put out the fire. But what if you have a bad cell signal? They don't get the message. Your home goes up in smoke. It's the same in your body. If your cells can't signal, little else matters. Now, up until now, the multi-billion-dollar supplement industry has put all of their focus and attention on the fire truck. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, exotic juices, essential oils, and CBD oils. No one is focusing on the critical cell signal until now. ASEA Redox is the world's first and only cell signaling supplement. For the first time, we can amplify and clarify this critical cell signal, and the difference it's making in people's lives is absolutely astonishing. This signaling technology is empowering people to feel better than ever before, helping folks with challenges they may have had for decades, proving to be the missing link to better health and vitality. And it's not just health. Casual athletes all the way to Olympic athletes are experiencing improvements in endurance, strength and recovery, beating personal bests and breaking documented world records. And with Renew 28, our topical cell signaling gel, seeing is believing, resulting in a healthy, clear complexion, tighter, younger looking skin, while dramatically reducing wrinkles, stretch marks, cellulite, and many other signs of aging. And when applied to sore joints or muscles, we often see dramatic improvement in 5 minutes or less. And as I said earlier, this astonishing technology has been validated by third-party independent science, and thanks to multiple patents, there's nothing else like it in the world. So at this point, allow me to share a little of the story behind the breakthrough. The founders of ASEA, Vertus Norton and his son Tyler, were both extremely well-respected corporate strategists working with several multi-billion-dollar companies. They had bought an unfinished version of this technology from a struggling biotech company. They brought in a team of brilliant scientists led by an atomic medical physicist, and soon they achieved their breakthrough. They stabilized the technology that science had said was impossible. The goal now was to simply sell their new technology to the pharmaceutical industry and walk away. However, knowing that their product was 100% safe with 0 levels of toxicity, they started 40 people using the product. Many of these people began getting remarkable results, and they naturally started sharing it with others. And soon there were 135 people in 20 countries benefiting from the breakthrough. Soon a pharmaceutical company put in a multi-million-dollar offer, but with one condition. Every single person drinking the product had to stop, regardless of the life-changing benefits they might have been experiencing. So it's important for you to know that the founders of ASEA made a principled, purpose-driven decision and said no to the massive payout and yes to the health and welfare of this small group of people. So what now? They have something that people deserve to know about. But how do we tell the world that this powerful technology exists? Both Vertus and Tyler knew that their cutting-edge technology would require a little education and personal experience. They'd also seen that when people benefited from the product, they naturally would share it with others. So they chose word of mouth, referral marketing, network marketing. And this opens up tremendous financial opportunity for people like you and me. Someone who wants to build an exciting residual income while having a positive impact on the lives of others, making a living while making a difference. Now here's a quick summary of our success so far. Officially launched in 2010, we're a legacy-focused, debt-free company. We own and operate our FDA-registered, NSF-certified manufacturing facility. We operate 18 distribution centers and ship to over 30 countries in North America, Europe, Australia, and Asia. We've achieved over $800 million in sales, paying out $350 million in commissions, positively impacting tens of thousands of people's lives, both physically and financially. To give you a better idea what is possible with the ASEA opportunity, here is a snapshot of our income disclosure statement, showing monthly average incomes at different levels of success. Now, of course, like any business, there's no guarantee of income, and these results are based on consistent effort, perseverance, and dedication. However, the fact is we have people earning great part-time incomes, full-time incomes, Plan B incomes, all the way to very significant lifestyle incomes, inducting over 35 members into our elite $1 Million Earners Club, and the best is yet to come. You see, ASEA wisely spent the first decade laying a foundation for long-term success. In 2020, we achieved global sales of $180 million, and we're on track to triple the size of the business in the next 5 years, taking the company to $500 million in annual revenue, and in doing so, paying out $1 billion in commissions to those who choose to partner with us. I think you'll agree that everything is in place for your success. A financially rock-solid, ethical, principle-based company. A patented protected breakthrough in health that is changing lives, and yet most people don't even know it exists. A generous compensation structure where you can generate a significant residual income. And perfect timing, where we are post-risk, but we still have most of our exciting growth ahead. And of course, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself, with unlimited training and support from like-minded entrepreneurs who have already experienced success. Getting started in ASEA is as simple as 1, 2, 3. Step 1, visit the Team ASEA website of the person that introduced you to this video and click on the join button. Step 2, choose one of our discounted enrollment packs and become a product of the product. Step 3, opt in for our very user-friendly autoship that can be cancelled at any time. And with autoship, you start to earn valuable loyalty reward points that can be cashed in for free product. I want to thank you for your time today and watching this short video. If you'd like to learn more about the business model of network marketing and how the money's made, then take a few minutes and watch the next video. You'll also find on this site lots of short testimonial videos of people around the world sharing their experience with the ASEA business opportunity. And finally, if you'd like to dig deeper into the ASEA Redox breakthrough and how it's impacting people's lives, then I encourage you to visit our sister site, www.realredoxresults.com, where you can watch a short overview and listen to real people sharing real Redox results. This is Alan Noble thanking you for your time today, and I want to wish you all the success that you believe you deserve. And bye for now.
Go ahead and stop the video.
Hello and welcome.
My name is Alan Noble, and I've been a home-based.
Thank you. So I want to just do a little recap. Vertus Norton is the one that sat on the board, and they stabilized the product while he was on board. They shared it then with 40 family members to see if people would drink the product. When we are in person, at this point, we like to sample out the product so each of you can have a taste. And 50% of the people end up getting results within 30 days. 90% in 90 days. The thing we've noticed is it tastes different. Some people think it tastes like hydrogen peroxide, others chlorine. Some say it tastes like salt water or pool water. Some just don't like it at all. But I ask you, why does everybody get a different taste out of the same bottle? Well, it's because everybody's body chemistry is different. What does it tell you when a group of 40 people grew to 135 people in 20 countries in 2 months? Well, now we want to share with you a few testimonials of some other people that have been impacted by ASEA Redox. You share the visual again?
So these are images of me when I started in August 15th using the Redox and the Renew 28. I really didn't realize how saggy my skin had actually become. And over the course of 3 months, you can really tell how much firmer and more younger I am actually looking within just 3 months.
Beautiful. This is a share from Danielle. And back in 2012, she was hit by a drunk driver and sustained an injury to her brain. And it left her at the age of 23, unable to continue working and having to move back home with her parents to focus full time on recovery. She had lots of years of therapies and specialists, and she was told by her neurologist it was simply her new normal and that she had to just get used to it. Well, she didn't take that. She didn't want that to be the truth. She kept searching, and it took a year later, actually 2 years post-accident, when ASEA was brought to her mom from a friend of hers who was an acupuncturist who was using it successfully with many clients. But Danielle blew it off. She thought it sounded like a scam, and it sounded too good to be true. Well, fortunately for her, her parents started using it, and they found relief with their joint issues. And they finally just sat her down and said, we're going to pay for this, and you need to drink it. So she had a biologist background. She decided there would be no other variable inserted, and she'd keep everything the same, but she would add in the Redox. She started at 4 ounces in the morning and 4 ounces in the evening. Nothing happened for the first month or the second month. She told her parents they were wasting their money. But during that 3rd month, things began to shift for her. All of a sudden, she had energy again, no more naps. The pounding in her head finally went away for the first time since her accident, and the fog lifted. She was herself again. She could think. So the sensitivity to light and noise took a little longer to lessen, but they've since gone away. And you can see this quote that Danielle has here. She's just so delighted to be sharing this technology with thousands of other people because she knows that this makes such a difference in people's lives and things happen for a reason.
Okay, so this is a colt who came in with a 4-inch wound, and it was way too late to do any stitching. And it was also too sensitive to put the Renew 28 on it. And so what Beth did was she just sprayed the Redox liquid on it several times a day. And within just 16 days, the wound had closed up. And it's just amazing. Yeah.
Amazing healing in a fraction of the time. Yep. This is a testimonial from Yanni Feliciano, where her horse developed what she thought was kind of like a mole on his cheek, but it continued to grow quite rapidly. Her vet came out and said, this is serious stuff. You need to have a biopsy and laser surgery, and don't mess with it. But she did get permission to put the Renew 28 on it, and it took a long time to get the surgery scheduled. In the meantime, Yanni noticed that there was a difference in August with the way that this growth was looking. So she called the vet, who came out and took it a clip off in order to send it in to the lab. The lab said, yes, this is really a bad growth that is very aggressive. And still, she couldn't get scheduled in to get the surgery that they recommended. What ended up happening is when they finally called her in October, she's like, but do I still need to do this because everything's healed up and the hair's even grown back? The vet was in disbelief and came out with another vet, took pictures, did an exam, and they said, there's no way it would look this good if you'd followed through with our recommended treatment. So Yanni was so grateful that she trusted her gut and did use the Renew with her horse. And this is, these are pictures of my blood. When I began this, I was feeling a little drained and had low stamina, not very much energy. And I was having difficulty with my breathing. The first picture was taken in September by my naturopath. And the reason the color's off is she says that my blood was malabsorption. And also the white flecks were showing inflammation, and the small specks were showing that my adrenals were pretty much spent. The only thing I did different was I was using the Redox. I was taking about 8 ounces a day and also using the Renew 28. And on December 9th, when I went back, my naturopath was astonished with the changes. I've also been so delighted to have so much more clarity in thought and inspiration as I'm moving forward in my life. And I'm really excited about being able to share this with other people. So now what I'd like to be able to do, go ahead and stop the share there. I'm going to, let's see, going to invite Dr. Walker to join us. And I would like to introduce you to Dr. Walker. Dr. Walker, let me see here, I'm in the wrong spot. I want to acknowledge that I have lost my ability to be on my computer. Here we are. I'm so delighted that we're able to have Dr. Walker as a guest speaker. He has over 35 years of internal medicine, emergency medicine, and sports medicine, and a degree in preventive medicine and nutrition. He's worked with the ASEA technology for over 9 years. I look forward to getting to hear from you more today, Dr. Walker. So I'll hand it over to you. Doesn't look like he's connected to his audio or his visual. Can you go ahead and send him a note? Either Marion or Ruth. Let him know that we entered him in, but we're not seeing him here.
Hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Welcome. I've gone ahead and introduced you, and we're just so delighted to get to hear a little bit from you today. So handing it over to you.
Great. I was out shoveling snow. So I guess you've been exposed to some new information. How many of you are hearing this for the first time? Raise your hand. Great. I can't hear you, but let me see what your name is. Gail. Well, welcome.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've heard parts of it a little bit before, but my first time on this group of call with all the other people here.
Okay, great. Well, I was just out shoveling snow, so my glasses will take a bit of time to accommodate to being inside in the where it's not so light. But yeah, Redox is just a wonderful, wonderful technology. I mean, I've seen it help so many people. Some people that were at their wits' end, nothing else was helping, and this has. And other people who have gotten with it sooner, which I think is wise. I think the sooner you start with Redox, the healthier you're going to be, and you're going to just stay healthier because it's just amazing as a preventive as well. So great technology, great business, great company. You've heard all about, or you've heard a little bit about all of those things today, and hopefully that has piqued your interest. And you know, as you're coming to the end of one of these presentations, what we find is that people fall into three categories quite naturally, and it's just nice for Ruth and Gloria and Marion to know where you're at so that they can serve your needs. And you know, we know that you may already be at the point where you're ready to get some of these molecules in your body and start appreciating the way you feel, younger, healthier, more vibrant, more resistant to challenges that come along. And some of you may have taken a step further, and you may be excited to try this yourself, or maybe you're just starting with it, and you're already thinking of other people who might benefit from this. And I would urge you not to keep those names a secret. I would urge you to get with the person who invited you and let them help you reach out to those people, because the only way that people learn about this is the way you learn from somebody you knew, somebody who cared enough about you to say, hey, take a look. This might be something you'd be interested in, and just get some information and then make that decision. So you may already be thinking of people that you would like to help add value to their lives by at least enriching them with the information about how Redox and how ASEA Redox and how this company could help them. And there may be some of you who are still lacking in the information department. You just still have questions that need to be answered before you come to a conclusion. And certainly we can supply that information to you so that you can make a decision. But this isn't something that I would just put forever on the back burner and never make a decision about, because if you do, 6 months, 12 months, a year and a half from now, you're going to say, boy, I wish I had acted upon that when I first heard about it, because I run into those situations all the time. I've been a physician for over 40 years, and I've been working with Redox for about 9 years. And so I see people now who were introduced to this several years ago. Their health has further deteriorated, and they kind of wish they'd started back when they first heard about it. So don't just linger with your decision. Make a decision. And I hope it's a decision to try these molecules. And if you do, then give it at least 3 to 4 months. If you're going to put it on trial, it does have a 30-day money-back guarantee, but that only about as many as half of people are going to notice a significant response in that time period. The rest of them is going to take a little bit longer. For me, it took, every bit of 3 months before I was willing to accept that it was helping. For my wife, it's a little sooner, but it varies from person to person. So I would urge you to, if you're still on the fence, or if you've made a decision, just let the person who invited you to today's workshop on redox. Just let them know where you're at and how they could move you forward. If you're on a, look at it on a scale of 1 to 10. If you're a 9, great. You're ready to do something. If you're 5, maybe you need more information. But evaluate where you're at. Let your friends know where you're at, and they can help you to get to whatever decision is right for you. So that's about all I had to say. We can open it up for Q&A, questions answered. If you have a burning question or two that you would like to answer or like to ask me, I probably know more about using this from a clinical standpoint than any other doctor in the country, because I've been working with it, now full time, but I've worked with it for a long time. I'm on the medical professional board. I have a degree in preventive medicine. I'm self-educated in nutrition. Probably have enough to be a PhD in nutrition and preventive medicine. Much of it self-taught, but yeah, what can I answer for you?
Well, I have a question. So one of the things that I've noticed is that I just started having hot flashes, and I haven't had any since I started taking the Redox.
Mm-hmm.
And so is that a normal thing? I mean, I know that is the start of menopause, but does that mean I'm putting that off for a few more years?
Not necessarily. What ASEA is going to do is to help you, help your cells respond as naturally and as normally as possible, given the signaling that it's getting through other signaling channels like hormones. It's not going to force an issue in one direction or another. It's going to, as you achieve balance and homeostasis in the redox signaling department, the rest of your body is going to follow along and do that too. So I think the underlying thing to remember is that consuming additional redox signaling molecules, in other words, bioreplenishing with this, is never going to do anything abnormal or detrimental or harmful to your health. It's impossible to do that. It's just going to give your body a better way to transfer information, to process information, and to come to the logical conclusions that your cell needs, because that's what these molecules do. They protect, they detect, they repair, they facilitate replacing cells, and they process a lot of the biochemistry that goes on every day, 24/7 in your cells, that is absolutely reliant upon these molecules to keep things functioning the way it's supposed to.
So in other words, it'll help me go through menopause with a lot more ease?
Hard to say. It's going to help you go through menopause in a way that your body intends to go through menopause. So I can't give you any promises that it's going to be easy or not, because that definition is your definition. Different people are going to apply different definitions to the way their body works, but be assured that it's your body's normal way of going through menopause. Yeah, and we have a study that shows that it helps to establish hormonal balance, and so it's not going to push you. It's not going to push your body in one way or another. Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah. Any other?
I have a question. I have a good friend that I'm going to talk to. She had a bile duct, I believe, from the liver that wouldn't drain, and they went in and had to do some procedure to get it to drain, and it took 3 surgeries. And I believe that it's bad cells in there. And I think she got diabetes because of that. I'm not sure, but could you give me a little background on that?
Well, ASEA is not intended, nor do we claim that it cures, heals, or treats any specific condition. But if your body is capable of overcoming those, and it certainly in many cases is, then the mechanisms that your body uses to counteract those challenges will be, regenerated, will be maximized by the use of these molecules. So it's not a chemotherapy. It's not going to replace surgery. Depends on what's causing the blockage, whether over time redox would have been an answer to that or not. In many cases, when you've got a structural problem, that structural issue that was causing the blockage of that bile duct took a while to develop, and oftentimes is permanent. So no amount of redox might necessarily reverse that. But again, it's going to help the body deal as best it can with those problems. But taking redox doesn't necessarily obviate the need for Western medicine. Sometimes Western medicine is necessary. Sometimes surgery is necessary. Sometimes certain medications are necessary. But if you're supplementing with redox, at least you know that you're giving your body the best chance it has of taking care of that naturally, not by curing or healing or treating anything, but by giving your body the tools that it needs to maximize the functionality of what we could call your inner doctor, your mechanisms that are there to fix and take care of things. If you've got a problem that supersedes that, then you may need to look for other solutions as well.
Thank you. Helps a lot.
Yeah, and we've had good reports from people that have blood sugar issues in terms of taking redox, helping their body to deal with that very common problem. We have got epidemic proportions of that particular problem in our society, and redox does seem to help the body deal with that in a much better way than it does without.
Okay, thank you.
Great. All right. Well, hopefully you know enough to move forward with this. If you're already trying it, I'd urge you to continue. And I think you're going to love it. I've been on it for 9 years, and I have no intention of ever stopping it. So it's a great tool for your body to use to stay young, stay healthy, not to worry so much about what could be going on, because in many cases your body's going to be able to take care of that by itself. So. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Walker, for taking the time out of your snow shoveling to come and share your wisdom with us. I always learn something new when you're willing to be on here with us. So thank you so much.
Well, have a great holiday, everybody.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.